The reason why me and my husband decided to name our food truck the Flava Unit, we're 80s and 90s babies. It's an ode to hip hop. We take classic street foods and we remix it. We focus a little bit on Caribbean, also influences because my husband's background, he's from Belize. We're both from Chicago, been natives of Iowa for over, 17 years. And we want to bring something new to this area. We love North Liberty, and this is our home. We're trying a new up-and-coming trend. It's called stationary food truck restaurant. With this concept, we're able to efficiently operate a full restaurant with a place for seating for our customers without spending unnecessary dollars. By us having a full commercial kitchen right here available for us to cook and for all of our resources. So you get that nostalgic food truck feel. At the same time, you could come in an actual location. You can sit down, you can have a couple tropical drinks, and also you can listen to some reggae or some old school 80s, 90s hip hop. North Liberty, to me and my husband, we consider it a foodies town. We're foodies, we love eating local. We eat at local various restaurants around us, and they come and they support us as well.
Walkerswood is probably one of the better ones. You can order this on Amazon, pretty much. You can marinate just about anything with it. So no, I normally start off by taking a little bit, putting it in there, mixing it all in really good. See the black color on it? That's when you know it's really getting seasoned really good, when you can see the color of the chicken start changing. You can season this anywhere from 3-4 hours to overnight to even a couple of days. And from here you can freeze it. Well, set it in the refrigerator for an hour or two before you start. It's best to do it that way because the marinade will soak in the chicken will absorb it. And from here you go to your grill. Always pre-start your grill. Let your charcoals get a little white, and then place your meat on it. Can you smell it? Pretty strong, huh? So this one is this is the mild one. So we normally use the mild one because a lot of people really can't take the heat. So we try to keep it, you get the taste, but it's not unbearable. You want to taste a little spice, but mostly flavor without all the heat. I'm not a gas grill person. Personally, I think it's kind of dangerous. I was raised on Kingsford, and that's what I use because I like the smoke flavor. This will be the end result of the chicken. It looks like it's burning, but it's not. It's just soaking up the seasonings. We cook, we use boneless chicken thighs. It's really easier and tastes juicier. We use legs, and pretty much those are the only parts we use because our people, our customers, they love it. It takes maybe approximately about an hour to really get the full flavor. Mostly I smoke it to get the flavors running through the meat, because we love the smoke flavor. And when your fire starts to build up like that, some people drop water in it. You can drop water directly in on the fire, but never on your meat, because it rinses off all the flavor. And the way you put that out is you just smother it. It'll go right out, and you start seeing smoke coming out again, and that's when you know your fire went out. And now you're working with straight smoke again.
So I chose to make rice and beans, Caribbean style, because rice and beans is extremely affordable. It probably only costs about less than 10 bucks to make. And what we're gonna use today is parboiled rice, where it can be purchased from Walmart, as well as canned black beans, which can be purchased at Walmart as well. And these beautiful seasonings. So everything that we use, some of it has a little salt. So for instance, we're gonna use this Nor tomate. It has a little bit of sodium in it. We try to wash the sodium. Ground paprika, which is purchased at the dollar store. Creole seasonings, which is purchased at the dollar store. Badia Complete Saison, which is salt-free seasoning. So if you want to only use a salt-free, you can use this in your rice and beans. Some thyme, which is purchased at the dollar store. And the Badia, you purchase this at Walmart. We use consommé, which is like a chicken tomato bouillon. Personally speaking, the reason why I use the chicken tomato bouillon and tomato chicken bouillon flavor is because I like the red color that it adds and the flavor that it adds to the rice. So if I wanted to add additional vegetables to the beans and the rice, it'll absorb that flavor. And then we also, and this is the most important ingredient, the Sazon Goya. And it's coriander and annetto. And it comes in little packages, foil packages like this. And we only use 3 packages for this actual recipe, but of course you can adjust the actual how many you want to use according to taste. So today we use 3. We're going to use a rice cooker because the technique of on the stove, it's the old-fashioned way and it's time consuming. This will only take probably 30 to 40 minutes to cook in your rice cooker. This is a huge commercial rice cooker, so we're gonna adjust the recipe. And I'm just gonna dump all my ingredients in here because we're gonna dump them and then let it do what it do. Here's the thyme leaves. If you don't like thyme, you can use oregano or cilantro, a dry one. So the cheat way is to boil your beans and the seasonings in the rice cooker. We don't need to boil the beans before we add the rice. We don't need to boil the beans separately and then add the rice. We're gonna combine the rice once the beans is boiled. So we mix it all up. As you can see, there is probably 4 to 6 quarts of water. Close down a rice cooker, and I'm gonna let the beans boil for probably until I see the steam come out of the steam vent. So that's probably like 15 minutes. So right now the steam is coming out of the steam vent. So these beans is ready for us to add this beautiful parboiled rice. Make it simple. The old-fashioned way is you take the long grain rice, you rinse all of the starch off, and then you add it to your cooked beans. So this is how it should be boiling when it's time to add. And because this is a commercial grade, what is it, 30 cup rice cooker, I'm gonna add this whole bag of rice to this rice cooker. But of course at home, you're not gonna need 30 cups of rice. Careful with the steam. So I add the rice. And then I want to stir and mix the beans and the rice. And keep in mind, no salt. All of the salt is in the seasonings, the bouillon cubes and everything. And you're gonna get this rich, like reddish color to your broth. Then we close it. Some people like to add like a tablespoon of vegetable oil, or if you want it more like Caribbean flavor, add some raw virgin coconut oil. Or some people add coconut milk to it. But because we're here and we're serving the public, I don't want to interfere with people's like peanut allergies, so I don't add the coconut milk or the coconut oil to this rice. But the authentic way is to add coconut milk. 1 can, which is like a 15.25 ounce can of coconut milk. Of course, these are beans, but they have coconut cans of coconut milk at Walmart. This is the flavor unit.